the reason why we are doing this episode, should we set the context a little bit,
Sure.
is because Rahul Gandhi has been disqualified from the Lok Sabha. And of course, the disqualification is one story by itself. But the basic reason why he was disqualified was because he was convicted in a 2019 defamation case, where he was giving a speech in 2018 during an election rally. And he said essentially that सब चोर लोगों का लास्ट नेम मोदी क्यों होता है. And then he named Nirav Modi, he named Lalit Modi, and then he named Narendra Modi also.
Mhm.
So, and he said that. So then there is this random dude, BJP dude in Gujarat called Parnesh Modi. He felt offended because वो थोड़ी चोर है, because all Modis are not chor. So he filed a case against Rahul Gandhi,
Hashtag
defamation
not
case
all
कि तूने
Modis.
मुझे, yes, not all Modis. And so he filed a defamation case against Rahul Gandhi, and therefore now the court has convicted him for 2 years imprisonment. Now, under the Representation of People's Act, any MP who has been convicted for a sentence which is 2 years or more, their Lok Sabha, I mean their Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, etc., their basically seat will be cancelled. They will be thrown out of the legislative assembly or parliament. So that is what happened to Rahul Gandhi. That is the context. The thing is, we are not going to exactly talk about that case today, because I thought that we should just take this opportunity to talk about defamation in general and how fun it is. And I say that because I have so many stories. So let's start with both of you. What do you understand of defamation? Shad?
Somebody says something about you which is incorrect, and it causes you like a loss of monetary whatever, or
Hmm.
your status. I don't know. That's what I think
Status.
defamation is.
Society status. Yeah.
Yes.
Or reputation.
Reputation. Yes,
Reputation.
that's all I
Yes.
know about it.
Yes. Abbas?
I literally just break down the word defame. मतलब वो आपकी fame को unfame कर देता है जो भी है.
Unfame करता
Yeah.
है, yeah.
So whatever, I mean, anything that the person says which takes away the agency you have gained in society through your, as you said, reputation, maligning that reputation and meaning harm to that person, or something that the person says that may cause harm to the
Hmm.
other person or group of people is
And
essentially in my head.
can
Like
the
going from
person who
roadies to Splitsvilla, it's a loss of reputation.
Yeah.
yeah, wow, okay, yes. So can the person who the case has been filed against, can he go to the other person and say कि आपसे गलत फेमी हुई है?
I wish all cases would just end like this, but unfortunately, no.
I think
But pretty much,
that guy gets 2
yeah,
years of imprisonment for making that pun.
yeah, like we were making that fun. So both of you are वैसे correct. Like, I mean, defamation is essentially like the official definition of defamation essentially is it is the act of communicating false statements about a person, place, or thing that harms its reputation. So person, place, or thing. Okay.
Hmm.
It can be spoken slander or written libel. Now in India, though, defamation can be criminal or it can be civil. That is actually the fun part of the defamation law that we will delve into deeper. But
Okay.
both of you guys use this whole, I mean, reputation, right? किसी का reputation harm हुआ है या फिर किसी का fame D हो गया है. So what what do you think counts as reputation? Like what does that even mean?
Can I go
Instagram
first?
followers? Is that-
Instagram followers, sure.
That was
sorry,
the most
Abbas, you go
Gen
first.
Z answer ever. Reputation, number of followers. But so I think the status that the said person slash thing has gained in society
Hmm.
uh, how so I'm thinking of it the other way. Okay,
Hmm.
people don't think you don't have a bad name, which
Yeah,
automatically implies that you have a good name.
good
So
name.
anything that maligns that good name and brings your status in society in question,
Hmm.
uh, for me that is what reputation stands for.
But that can just mean that if, let's say, Shad does a stand up on like a
Hmm.
politician making
Hmm.
fun of them,
Hmm.
technically on a daily basis he must be maligning the reputation of someone or the other.
Well,
Sure.
Shad, you are in
Usually
for a
myself,
surprise.
but yeah, I usually malign
um
myself only.
okay, so then in that case I think there is a certain line, like once you cross that line,
Hmm.
um now who decides that line, I'm not very sure. Is it the person who feels offended, or is there a statutory, like something in the law
There
which
is,
says that
yes.
if you cross this line, then it counts as defamation? So yeah, I mean, that way to we rib friends also each other in fun, कि
Hmm.
अरे तू क्या करेगा, तेरे से तो कुछ नहीं होता, that's not really taking away the reputation. But I guess on a public stage, influencing other
Hmm.
people to sort of see the other person slash thing in a bad light, that would count
Hmm.
as like maligning
Defamation.
their reputation. Yeah.
Shad, you
I
were saying
think,
something?
yeah, maybe like just to add or by saying, maybe it also depends on who is saying it. Like if
Hmm.
they're also in a position of power and stuff, and their word holds more
Mm.
value than us saying it, or somebody who's not as reputed as them saying it. So it doesn't matter. Maybe that's what it's supposed. The people are looking at it that way.
Interesting. So the basically you're saying that, let's say you are like person with less Instagram followers and you're maligning someone with more
Yeah,
Instagram followers. So,
yeah.
so then, but so that's the thing. Defamation in general is a super elitist law. Okay, like ultra elitist,
Hmm.
because ऐसे नहीं कि तुम्हारे नेबर ने तुम्हारे सोसाइटी में कुछ बोला तो मैं जाके वो नेबर के अगेंस्ट डेफेमेशन लॉ
Correct.
फाइल कर रहा हूँ, right? Because it's always the powerful which sort of seem to use it,
Mhm.
like the powerful who essentially get criticized in a lot of ways. So journalist के खिलाफ, media houses के खिलाफ defamation फाइल करते हैं, or like one politician who says something about the other politician, so then that also like counts as basically defamation cases filed इधर उधर.
Right.
Nitin Gadkari and Arvind Kejriwal is one big example, where Nitin Gadkari filed a case against Arvind Kejriwal. Arvind Kejriwal apologized.
Hmm.
Then, of course, there is the case where like celebrities, essentially, like celebrities always tend to do this, where some magazine or whatever has written about them in a bad light, so they will basically be like a defamation. um there are many fun cases which we will touch upon, but I just want to go a little deeper into the law first, right? So tell me, just wild guess, do you know when this law was made?
Oh, I actually looked this up.
Oh, okay.
It was 1860, I believe.
Yeah,
Mm.
it was made in 1860. Yeah, that's true.
Was it like when Simon Go Back was happening? They were like, "Hey, that's defamation. He's our
Yes.
person." Wait,
it
actually,
was
All Simons put in a complaint saying,
yeah.
it was actually made by our erstwhile colonial masters, the Brits.
right.
And
Of course.
so it's basically section 499 and 500 of the IPC, right?
Mm.
Now, section 499 says that whoever by words either spoken or intended to be read, or by signs or by visible representations, makes or publishes an imputation concerning any person intending to harm, or knowing or having reason to believe that such imputation will harm the reputation of such a person, is said, except in the case hereinafter expected, to defame the person. Essentially what they're saying is that तुम कुछ भी करो, and if the reputation of the person is harmed,
Mm.
then you're screwed.
Mm.
But
And you can be, yeah.
doesn't it say intending to harm?
So it
Did
says
you say?
Yeah, so person intending to harm or knowing or having reason to believe, right? So if you read the actual section, which I would recommend all the listeners to also go and look up, section 499 of the IPC, उसमें उन्होंने 1000 illustrations दिए उसके नीचे, हाँ. So there is this one where A and Z, so something like Z has stolen stuff from A or whatever, but Z basically goes out and says ki A has not so he accuses A of wrongfully stealing something, etc. That is the situation there, right? So if Z goes to someone and says, oh, A has not stolen anything from me, even that counts as defamation, because he's actually intending to harm that person by bringing that news to light. So it's so bizarre. The illustrations there are very fun. Please go and look it up.